All right, let's talk about something that drives so many restaurant operators and tech leaders absolutely crazy. I'm talking about that constant, frustrating feeling that you're always reinventing the wheel with your technology. Well, today we're going to dive into how to fix that.
Does this sound familiar? You're wrestling with total integration chaos. Your POS system won't talk to your loyalty program, your customer data is trapped in a dozen different places, and every single new project feels like you're starting completely from scratch, building the same thing over and over again. It's exhausting, it's expensive, and it slams the brakes on innovation right when you need to be speeding up.
But what if I told you to just stop? Because here's the big secret. You don't have to do it that way anymore. The blueprints, the industry standards, and all the tools you need to solve these exact problems, they've already been built. They exist right now, created by people just like you, and they are sitting there, ready for you to use. So in this explainer, we're going to open up this incredible toolkit. We'll look at the common language, like it's everyone on the same page. We'll check out the blueprints for the industry's biggest challenges, and we'll even find some tools to help you innovate faster. And then we're going to talk about how you can actually help build the future. Okay, first things first, this isn't some theoretical toolkit built by a single company. No way. This is the real deal, built from a massive, collaborative effort by people who live and breathe the restaurant industry every single day. And it's all thanks to the Restaurant Technology Network, or RTN. Think of it like this amazing hub where everyone, restaurants, suppliers, even competitors, all come together. They roll up their sleeves, talk about their biggest problems, and then work together to build actual, practical solutions and standards that the entire industry can use. So, how does this actually work? Well, the foundation of any good technology stack is clear communication. And the RTN has created these game-changing standards to make sure that every person, and more importantly, every system, is speaking the exact same language. First up, we've got the Open API framework. Now, if you're not a super techie person, just think of an API as a universal translator that lets different pieces of software talk to each other. This framework is the cure for that integration nightmare we talked about. It means when your shiny new loyalty program needs to connect to your POS, you're not starting from zero. It gives you a standard architecture and a data dictionary. Basically, it turns your technology into a true plug-and-play system. And then there's this, the capabilities framework. Honestly, this thing is like the Rosetta Stone for restaurant tech. It makes sure that when your marketing team, your ops team, and your IT team are all talking about, say, a customer data platform, they actually mean the same thing. This kind of alignment is absolutely essential for making smart tech decisions. And it doesn't stop there. There are also super detailed standards for syncing your menus everywhere, for managing customer profiles consistently, and for making sure all your transactional data is standardized so you can actually analyze it. The groundwork, folks, has already been laid. Okay, so now that we're all speaking the same language, let's look at the blueprints. These are practical, actionable playbooks for tackling some of the gnarliest problems in the industry. Just take a look at this. Are you constantly worried about cybersecurity threats? Well, there's an operations guide for that. Are you drowning in the complexity of buying a new POS system? Yep, there's a buyer's guide and even an RFP template. Trying to get a handle on those crazy delivery costs or perfect your takeout game? You guessed it, there are playbooks for those too. These are literally step-by-step guides for your biggest headaches. And get this, the RTN has also developed the industry's first really robust collection of over 100 standardized KPIs. What does that mean? It means you can finally benchmark your performance, sales, marketing, ops, you name it, using the exact same metrics as the rest of the industry. No more comparing apples to oranges. So, beyond the standards and the playbooks, the RTN also gives you actual tools, calculators, and resources that help you make smarter financial and strategic decisions and make them way faster. So, you need to figure out if a new tech investment is worth it? Use the payback comparison tool. Wondering what the real cost of native delivery is versus third party? There's a TCO calculator for that. Need to find a contactless payment solution like yesterday? There's a fast match tool for that. These things are designed to just accelerate your whole process. So, the toolkit is here. It's packed with good stuff, and it's ready to go. But we all know the world of technology never, ever stands still. And that means this important work isn't finished, not by a long shot. And this right here is where you come in. You see, these aren't just dusty old PDFs sitting on a server somewhere. No, these are living, breathing documents. The RTN totally relies on continuous feedback and collaboration from people just like you to keep these resources sharp and relevant. Your real-world experience is what keeps this toolkit on the cutting edge. Which brings us to probably the most important question of the day. What's next? What's that next huge, hairy, audacious challenge that we as an industry need to tackle together? Is it mastering AI? Is it sustainability tech? The next generation of labor tools? Your voice is what's needed to help define that future.
And getting involved is actually really simple. First, just go explore these resources for yourself on the RTN site. Second, as you use them, give feedback. Let them know what could be improved. And finally, and this is the most impactful thing you can do, join a work group. Lend your expertise and help solve that next big challenge.
The toolkit for today is already built. Now it's our turn to build the one for tomorrow. So stop reinventing the wheel. Instead, come help us build the road ahead.